plenty of nice girls here as well, and good people as well, don't get me wrong, but there's a high proportion of girls, and higher here than any other country I've been to, that really just want to milk you. But the good thing is that it's really easy to pick them once you know what to look for. And amongst a lot of my foreign friends, this is one of the most favorite topics of conversation. And in a couple of chat groups I'm in, guys really lay it out, all their experiences, and I've kind of heard it all at this point. So I want to share them with you now, because it's not a nice feeling knowing that you've just been milked and used by somebody. It's no different from being pickpocketed and having something stolen from you, really, if there's no genuine interest on her side. So let me tell you five things to look for, and these are pretty much non-negotiable. Firstly, on your first meeting, does she request you to book her a taxi? Now, you might do this on your own Yandex app, whatever, that's fine. But if she does this, she absolutely sees you as an ATM. Most girls and people have dignity, and they don't even care that you have more money or less money than them. It's just get yourself there. Catch a bus, catch a metro, get your own taxi, drive your own car. Plenty of girls here have cars. The best early predictor that she's going to want to milk you, and that's all she wants from you, is just to extract resources from you. The greatest predictor is, does she ask you to send you in a taxi, right? As soon as she says this, she'll say something like, oh, it'd be really nice of you, or I'd really appreciate, or it'd be really gentlemanly of you, right, to send me a taxi. As soon as she writes this, just click delete contact. Just delete her number, delete the conversation. Don't even respond. Yep, just let it disappear. That's first one. Second one is, look at the conversation on your text message. So if you're in Telegram or WhatsApp, just scroll. How much is she typing compared to you? Right? If she's typing significantly less than you are, she's giving you a lot of 1 and 2 word answers, look, she's just not that interested. She's not interested, and she's going to fall into this group of girls who, again, they're very narcissistic, they're very self-absorbed, they're really in their own little world trying to get what they can from you. And this is a big indicator, because they haven't even got the time, because they're messaging so many guys to try to work out who can take them out for lunch today, right? So it's like a business. They're like messaging 20 guys at once, hello, right? So if she's not investing in you or asking questions about you, inquiring into kind of who you are, what kind of person you are, if she's not doing this, she has no genuine interest in you, and she's trying to milk you. Third thing, if she insists on a date other than coffee, if she insists on lunch, if she insists on dinner, so you say, okay, meet me at this coffee shop at 3 p.m. She says, no, I only want lunch. Same deal. Delete her immediately. This is foolproof. Every woman who does this is an absolute gold digger, right? She will milk you for everything. So whatever you do, the answer is no. The answer is always a coffee, a walk in the park, at least for that first date. Let them invest a little bit. Let them spend an hour with you to get to know you a little bit without having to have an expensive meal, period. Fourth trick, this is a great one. This is one of my favorites. The girl who, when she shows up and you're going to get a coffee from whatever coffee shop, she says, oh, actually, I prefer this coffee shop down the road. Insert flimsy excuse, right? Oh, it's nicer coffee, or they have better something, or whatever. And of course, what happens is, this is one of her regular hangouts, and it's probably really expensive and really trendy. And then what she does is, she tends to flip to the page with the most expensive items, and she orders that with a cocktail and an appetizer. Super common. So if you pick a place, when you pick a place, stick to that place. Don't let her change your mind about anything, because this is premeditated. It's her game. Yeah, she doesn't push you via message because she knows that you might know something's up, right? So this is like the next level of dodginess. This is like beyond the one who insists for lunch. When she works out the guys drop off the radar, when she insists for lunch, she then plays this game. So make sure that you stand steady and say, look, if you don't want to go here, that's fine. You can go there, I'll go here. Nice meeting you. See you later. Just that simple. All right, the fifth thing to look out for is, does she have a lot of foreign friends? Does she mention this? Like 1 or 2 is fine, right? Does she have a lot of foreign friends that she mentions? Because you know that these foreign friends a guys. And you know that she's milking them too, or stringing them along, or putting them into this kind of orbiter position. I'm going to give you a couple of bonuses because I just bumped into my buddy who's just here, and I've got 2 extra bonuses for you now, 2 extra ways that are really good to get a feel of what she's like. Look at her Instagram. Is she always in places like Dubai, Turkey, and so forth? Does she have lots of overseas holidays? This isn't necessarily prostitution. Of course, Dubai often means that, but chances are if she's taking a lot of holidays like this, that some man is paying for them. That's the reality of it. So it's kind of quasi-prostitution, quasi-milking, kind of in that dodgy grey area, which you may or may not want to partake in. And finally, does she invite you out fairly spontaneously? So you might actually be messaging at 10 o'clock and she invites you out to a specific bar, and she's in the city centre already with a friend or two already and says, hey, we're at this bar having shisha or cocktails, whatever. You should come and join us. This is a great way to pick up her bill of her and her friends, spend some money yourself, and of course, the bar she's in is giving her a kickback for this. Right? So that spontaneous late night invitation to come out and party with her and her friends, that's what that is. And it's almost guaranteed to be in the Zabitskaya region. So be aware of that. I know Paluga Bar is a famous one. It's kind of like a weird karaoke bar. It's a really sketchy place. But it's called Paluga Bar. This is famous for it. I've heard several guys mention this. All right, there it is. Now, I want you guys to be strict with this, right? None of this, oh, but she seems really nice, or oh, I think she's not like that. This kind of crap, she is like that. If she ticks any of those 7 boxes that I just gave you, she is like that. Just cut. And if you don't believe me, go ahead, but make sure you remember the result, and I want you to comment it below. I want to bask in the glory of giving you excellent advice. If you found this useful, please check out some of my other videos about living in Belarus, so what life is really like here behind closed doors. If you like these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel.